Let's talk today about briefly, right? We talked briefly about this fighting in the relationship. Like, why are we always fighting? Out of nothing. We're just in the house, you and your girlfriend. You're just in the house and you drop something on the floor and she starts like acting up like you can't even hold something in your hand. Or she does something and you're like, come on, I mean, you're just a woman, you think you can do that? Or throwing tantrums and using words like that, like being so negative to each other. Out of nowhere, like it makes no sense. And then you start having fights and argue about the most little things that don't really matter. Why does it happen? Have you ever wondered, like, have you ever just sat down by yourself and think? Or even talked with your partner about that? If not, well, let's talk about it together. Let's think about it. Let's see the points. See why it might be happening, right? Well, let's start from the beginning, right? In the beginning, everything starts with our own self, I believe. Let's analyze our own self. Why did I had that fight with my girlfriend yesterday? Why did I have that argument with her? I mean, she was just being nice. She brought me something, or she just woke up and she said, "Hey, good morning, darling," and I just didn't greet her. I just didn't talk to her, or I just didn't talk to her. I was like, not social. Why was I like that? Like, why was I pissed off yesterday? Or just a few days ago, when your girlfriend started speaking about something that you don't believe in, and she was explaining something, and she was like telling a story, and you got pissed off by a detail that she said, or maybe this is not the best example, but we continue with this. Maybe she said something and she's not explaining well, and you're like, just, you know what, it's okay, let's keep it up, it doesn't matter, like interrupting her and not giving her the chance to explain her story, or helping her to explain her story better. So why are we this negative sometimes? Like, where does it come from? Why does it happen? Is our partner, our girlfriend, why is she like that, or our wife always there correcting us? Sometimes it happens. Some people have that. Some people have this in the relationship, like your wife is always picking. She's always pecking you, always pecking you, always there to correct you, or to judge you, or like, oh, you're doing this wrong, oh, give me that, I'll do it better. Oh, who needs a man? Like, what, this is so wrong. Like, is this the first time you do it? And she's always there, like, oh, you're playing again, or go out with your friends to drink again, and you're gonna leave me alone in the house. It's so shitty. It's like, why would you do that? Hey, why would you go out anyway? Or you're such a loser, or you could go pretty bad. Like, she can speak very horrible to you. And some of you guys, that's not nice of you. That's not nice. Some of you guys do that as well, and you talk awfully with your girlfriends. Sometimes for no reason, out of nowhere, just instantly being impulsive because you did something. And we have this anger, and we are being so toxic, let's say. I don't like this word. Because we are not at peace with our own self, because we didn't do something yesterday, or we are not happy with what we did so far, or how we feel. Maybe we are not feeling well, or we feel sad, or we feel depressed, or anything like that. And while we're having a different conversation, a conversation that doesn't relate to how we feel or what we think about that bothers us, we tend to exteriorate those emotions into the conversation. We tend to do that. We tend to exteriorate our emotions into the conversation, and it often lashes out as negative. And we are being rude to our partners. We are being rude to our girlfriends. We are being rude to our friends as well sometimes, and we are judging them. And we are talking badly. So this might be a reason. This is what's up with me. How it happens with my girlfriend, and how it happens with most girls that I knew. Like you're just being in the house and you're doing something, or you do your normal daily life things, and she's just coming at you and she's looking like that, with disgust. It's like, what the fuck is this dumbass doing? And you're there like, what's up? What did I do? Like, what's up with you? What did I do wrong? And most of the times she won't tell it because she doesn't know either, as we don't know either ourselves. We don't know what's going on with us. Why are we acting like that? Because we don't even think it through. We don't even analyze ourselves. We know we're just angry and we say words that we don't mean, and that's it. And it happens for them as well. They often say words that they don't mean, and most of the times they have nothing to do with the situation at hand. They have nothing to do with the fact that you put your socks on the couch, that you go out with your friends to drink a beer, most of the times. Now if you're always going out to drink beer and you're never home, and well, that might be something as well, but there's not a conversation for it. So this is what happens. How do we solve this? Like, how do we do it? How I did it myself. How I did it myself was always, bro, this point, like this piece is the most important. Hopefully you're not deaf or mute, you cannot talk. I hope that for you, because conversation in a relationship is the most important thing. Talking, analyzing, and opening up to each other. So this can be hard. This can be hard sometimes if you never did it with your girlfriend and stuff, and you have something that's going on for a long time, and something in the background, that you're actually doing, and it's actually bad for the relationship. And not the socks on the couch, but something that translates, it's a translation. It's like the actual not caring, for example, not caring for her. Like the fact that you leave the socks on the couch and then you go in the bedroom with your shoes on, and you leave the dishes in your office, in the place where you have your computer or whatever, somewhere in the house that it should not be, those things. And she always takes care of the house, and she always have to pick those things for you, What does she thinks that, yeah, she told you, like numerous times, like, oh, take that, the socks and blah blah, always there, blah blah, What does she mean is that you're not caring for her work. You're not appreciative for what she's doing for the house, and you're not helping her. This is why she's mad, because you're not helping her to maintain the house. Sometimes it can be something else. She can be pissed at this because you left the socks there, but it's actually the fact that you do not have sex the right way with her. This can also be, like she picks a random topic that she gets mad at for no reason, literally. It makes no freaking sense. We're like, what? These women are so crazy, because you hear this all over the internet. These women are so crazy, they're so bipolar. Like, no, now they're happy, they're like, they're exploding, makes no sense. Why are they like that? How can we like? Is there a secret language for women for understanding and for like? It's not. Is there a secret language to understand us, men? Like they don't understand us either, you know. So we have to put each other's. We have to put us in each other's shoes, you know. And I believe there's no such thing as secret language, behavior barrier, or whatever. You know, we can understand each other by talking to each other or analyzing our daily life. So as I said, you leave the socks there, and guess what? She gets so pissed, and it's not because of the socks. It's because you don't have sex the right way with her. Maybe she wants you to be sometimes just have passionate, more of the passionate intercourse, where you kiss her more, where you don't just finish and leave immediately and be like, yeah, I'm bored now, I don't want to stay with you. Like I finished my job, I'll just go out, I'll just do something else, I'll just scratch my back a few hours and then watch a movie or play a video game and bye bye, I'll see you next week or in a few days or whatever, you know. Maybe that's the problem, and she didn't know how to communicate this with you. Maybe she was not aware. She knew at that time this is wrong, but she didn't tell you. Maybe she didn't want to rock your boat. Maybe she's afraid to tell you. Maybe she's afraid to open up. Is that the problem? Can you see it? Can you talk about it with her? Analyze. Do things and try to be more empathic. Do things and see how they go. See where's the problem. I mean, if next time she's having this tantrum, she's acting up for no reason, just maybe talk to her. Ask her, It's like, are you really pissed at me that man, this socks example, I hate it, but I don't have anything else. Are you really pissed at me that I put the socks in the dishwasher? Like, is that the real reason you're pissed at me? Or is it something else? Does something happen? Did something happen? And she might be avoidant. She might avoid to talk about it. It's gonna happen lots of times, and it can go a long way, And she might be really avoidant to talk about it, really impulsive or fight back. I was like, no, whatever, and she will fight for not talking about it. So that's why you don't want to extract that information from her. You don't want to be in an interview. You don't want to be in an interrogation. You want to be empathic and talk, communicative. And if you ask her and she doesn't want to talk about it, this might mean that it's something bigger, or it's something that's embarrassing, or it's something that it's hard for her to talk about, something that might hurt you as well. So in this case, just put your mind together, get ready, and you have to be in that moment for you to find information, for her to share that information for you. She must feel safe in the conversation next to you. She must feel safe. She must feel understood. She must feel that you're actually listening, and she's not embarrassing for no reason, and she's not talking to nobody. Because she might have tried to talk to you before through other ways that she thought they are right for you to understand, and she might have thought, oh, I tried before, but this guy never seems to listen. This might be the idea that she had. So you have to really listen and be patient, and try not to get attacked, not to fight her back. Because in the first place, we came with peace, right? We came with peace in the conversation. We came with the purpose of solving this, if you don't want to live the rest of your life like that. So might as well leave your shield down, put your sword in the sheath, and use it on people outside that are really bad, and try to heal the wounds in the relationship. So talk, don't protect yourself, and don't fight back. Make space safe for her to open up. I would usually do this at home, not in public, in case she might cry or she might get angry, or you might get angry, because it happens sometimes. You might get angry for 1-2 seconds, a minute, and be like, okay, I have to calm myself down. And when you're in public, one of you might leave, it's like it's something that you don't really necessarily want to behave in public with, in that way. But you can definitely be somewhere outside, just the two of you or something like that, somewhere safe, somewhere private, and talk and make her open up. Maybe she's very mad at you because you're always on the street, like you're never paying attention to her. You're always on the lookout for something else. You're always like smiling at strangers and looking at the girls' asses, and you're paying attention to other people more than you pay to her attention, or maybe she's mad at you because you're not protective, for her on the street, and you don't pay enough attention. Maybe she's just she's wearing high heels and she can fall, and you're like 5 meters in front or behind her, on your phone, and she feels alone in that moment. This might be also a reason. So she might tell you, when she's opening up, she might tell you in some not so nice ways that she's dissatisfied. What do you do in that moment? As I said, you don't protect with your shield and you don't slash with your sword, back. You show her the way of the conversation. You control the conversation. You show her how you guys should talk. She will try to lead the conversation, in fire and blow it in flames. Not because she's a bad person, not because women are crazy and retarded or something like that. That's not the case. It's because she really feels hurt if that happens. She really feels uneasy and unaccounted for. If that's the correct way of saying it. So this is why it might happen. But you tell her, you show her that this conversation can be calm, not by telling her just chill out, shut up, and be calm. Be chill, be zen. Like, why you're acting like a crazy, crazy something. Just calm down, women. Yeah, but it usually doesn't work like that. You just lead by example than by words and authority. In this case, lead by example. I've made more of the cases, but especially this one. Talk calmly and nicely. And you can nicely tell her it's okay, it's fine. You don't have to get angry now. I'm not coming back at you. I'm not attacking you. I'm actually here to listen, and I am sorry you feel that way. I'm sorry this made you feel in a way that it's hurting you. I didn't know, and I'm glad. Using these positive words help a lot. I'm glad we are here now to talk about it, finally. And let's continue further. Tell me what's happening. Like, why does this happen? How do you see this? And that's how you do it. That's how you talk about it. And then you try to come to an agreement. You come to an agreement for this situation. Okay, I will be more, but please, I will take the socks now. From now on, I will not put them in the dishwasher anymore, nor in the fridge. It happened a few times, and it's my bad, but I thought that's where they sit. I like the socks cold on my feet. I mean, it's something personal, but whatever. I'll try to be more aware now, and I might not promise I will do it right away, because this is a habit I didn't think about it. This is a habit that I had for a long time, apparently. So please do correct me. Do tell me if it happens again. And with time, I will change, because this is how it works. With time, you have someone to remind yourself, in order to work around this habit. The more you do it and not think about it, the more it roots in yourself. I read that from Atomic Habits, and it's true. The more you do it and you're aware of it, you're consciously you're conscious you're conscious that you're doing it, and you might refrain from doing it if it's a wrong thing. Being conscious about it, and maybe being aware and someone telling you to be aware of it, and with time you'll get rid of it. You'll put the socks in the right place. You'll pay more attention to her when you're on the street, and you'll hold her hand when she's on the high heels. And you might find out that woman on the street, it's actually useless to look at her boobies and ass all the time. Maybe if you're just glancing, like you're just thinking and you're talking and you're just glancing, it doesn't really matter. But actually thinking and looking and being there, like, oh my god, this is like, I'd like to have that. Like a zombie, bro. It's like, no, that's not useful for you and for her either. So that's how you solve it. That's how you solve it with her. How you solve it from yourself. Well, you can also talk with her. You can also go there, and maybe she doesn't know. Maybe she doesn't see this video. And as I said, it's more appropriate for me, easier for me, and more, we're like bros, you know what I mean? But talk from the perspective of a man for a man. So, if you're acting like that with your girlfriend, so the other thing goes around, why not? Let's solve it. As well, same thing. Talk to her. Tell her. Because you might know better. You might know better. She might know as well. That's why you need to talk. So you might know better what pisses you off, and tell her. Tell her the fact that she's always wearing those very, very short skirts, especially when she goes in the club. Maybe that's something that pisses you off. But you don't want to tell her because you saw someone on Instagram saying that you're toxic and you have this masculinity that is like, you want to imprison your girlfriend, and you're like not open to the beauty wonders of the world by letting your girlfriend be there, seen, and ready for picking by other men. It's like, this is just wrong. If it's wrong for you, it's wrong. If it's fine for you, it's fine. You know your boundaries, and you know what's good or not for you. So, if this is the problem with you and you never wanted to tell it because you saw someone saying, this is stupid, it's like old age, it's like you're from 1993 or 12 centuries. Like, that's not true. If this is not the case in your relationship, my girl, it makes me feel uneasy. It's not that I'm insecure, because people say that. Oh, you're insecure because you feel that way towards your girlfriend, when she's acting in a way with other boys, or she's dressing in a way. Because most of the guys might have this problem. This might be the thing that is the problem for them, Their girlfriend in society acting or dressing or being in a way, and it's hard for you to talk with her about it. So we're gonna talk about this as an example, right? So it's hard. It feels hard for you to tell her, maybe, right? Maybe she's threatening that she's leaving if you're not agreeing with the fact that she's wait. Is it still filming? Yeah, baby, we're rolling. Let's go. All right. It makes me happy for no reason. I like to talk with you about those things. Anyway, she might even threaten you that she might leave because she doesn't want to feel restrained. She doesn't want to feel. You want to be free in the relationship, and that's it. doesn't need a man to tell her what to do. This goes very deep, you know. This might mean you never had your strong opinion in the relationship, and she might not respect you, you know. Even though you have a strong opinion in the relationship, some people, some women, they just don't respect you at all for some reason. Maybe it's because of the past, maybe because she's so stubborn and she can see the facts that it happens. So either way, as I talked with in a previous episode about not giving up, you try and you tell her, you know, I might have acted in the past period. In this period, I might have acted bad towards you, you know, uneasy, in a negative way, you know, maybe even talked, swear, I even swear at you and stuff like that. And for that, I can say I am sorry, you know, I am sorry I acted that way. But you know, there's a root to those things. There's a root to the way I acted. The roots come from the fact that I feel uneasy and dissatisfied with the way you are always, you know, talking with the boys, for example. I mean, you're always there, you know, like so smiley and happy and seem to not want to leave. This might make you feel anger at this moment if you remember something or you see your girlfriend that way, or even if you don't have a girlfriend, this might make you feel anger right now when I talk about those things, and it's understandable. But relax, it's okay. It happens. This is just the world. So we have to educate the world, right? And ourselves. So because you're talking with the boys like that, and you know, and when it comes to me, it seems like you're not interested, you know, when we are in public, and it's like what I'm saying is not that funny, not that interesting, not that intriguing anymore, and you seem to find more interest in other guys. That's just feels wrong for me, and I don't know what it is. I actually want to know your opinion on this. Like, why are you doing this anyway? You know, is it something that is missing from my side? Am I doing something wrong? And I want you to talk like this to her, you know. I want you to be curious. I want you to be serious. I want you not to be afraid, even though you will be afraid, but don't act like you are afraid to talk about it. Okay? I want you not to raise your voice. I want you not to make your voice like this, you know. I mean, it's you're with the boys like that, and it really hurts me, you know. So either way, I just keep a natural voice, just on a baseline, like you're unaffected, unmoved. Something like you're not caring, but it's actually more like I want to know. Like you're an intellectual, because in this matter you are, bro. Like, give it to yourself. You know, you're a smart person. You're evolving. Like, you're not waiting 6 generations, you know, from your bloodline to learn this stuff. You're doing it right now, right? Evolving. You're getting better in the relationship. You care about it. Act accordingly, right? So be there. Be serious and talk with her about it. If you want to diffuse the situation with a small joke and stuff like that, fine. It's okay, as long as it's appropriate. So yeah, tell her this. Tell her the way you feel about it, and ask her, as I said, is there something that's missing from me? What place? Maybe I'm not, why I don't dress good enough? And you're not saying it as you're insecure. You're saying it as curious and as you want to know for your self-development, for your own growth. So in this matter, you don't care if she says something that, yeah, because you're so short and you're like fat and stuff like that. And maybe it might not happen that she'll say that. That means, if she says that, that means, well, that means something. But either way, try to keep up composure and be calm. Because you're winning if you do that. You're winning for yourself. You're winning and you're actually learning. The moment you start emoting and being emotional, it's the moment you stop learning and you're just acting out. And you're losing. So, listen. Maybe she's right. Maybe she has some points. Maybe she has some points that generality, most of the girlfriends you will have, the most of the girlfriends you will want to have, will think the same. So listen, be open. You know, maybe she says, yeah, because you're so shy and you never take your ground and you always let other men talk to me, and I would like you to be more dominant and pull me towards you and talk to me and be like, yeah, guys, you know, I think it's you know, I'm here at the bar, it's my girlfriend. It's like, you see that girl over there, you know, yeah, I mean, you just take some steps, you know, because I'm a bit busy with this one. So something like that. I mean, maybe she wants that. Who knows? Who knows? Either way, I'm not promoting being aggressive, not fighting, or talking bad to other people, make them feel bad in society, in public or in private, doesn't matter. So I'm not saying that, but maybe she wants something of you to be more. She wants to feel captured. She wants to feel, you know, attracted. She wants to feel yours. Maybe this is the reason. Either way, I went very far into this. Hope it helps. But the main topic was, and still is, why was I pissed at you? I have to think about it and I have to tell you. Maybe I don't know. Maybe you don't know. Why were you pissed at her? Ask her. Why do you think I was pissed at you? And I'm not fucking with you. And I'm not playing games. I really don't know. And I want to know. Why do you think? Let's analyze this together, you know, and she might tell you why. She might think why, and you might be, yeah, I think you're right. Let's dive into this a little bit more and talk about it a little bit more. And yeah, that's how you do it. So you, in her case, you go to her, you make a safe space to talk, you make her feel welcome and heard, and you listen. And maybe she gets negative, she gets angry. You diffuse the situation by example, by showing her it's a safe place. Even if it's a safe place anyway. Don't feel attacked. Don't feel threatened. I'm hearing you and I'm listening to you. Say your piece. You know, the reason why you are angry at me. The real reason, not the socks. Say your piece. Talk about it. And come to an agreement. Come to a decision halfway. Something that works for both of you. Try it out. Works? Works. Problem solved? Perfect. Don't expect it to be solved tomorrow, but expect it to be solved in time. Doesn't work? Come again. Talk again. Another solution. Eventually it will work. You'll try, it will work. I promise you that. That's how you solve it. From your perspective, you go to her. Tell her why you felt uneasy, why you felt butthurt in the last period. Analyze this with her. Talk. Be open. Be open to tell her what hurts you. Because if you're afraid, you might just lose the relationship in time. You know, you might get so resentful and so angry and so pissed off that you might repel her make her not want you, or you might not want her because of the things that you bottle up inside you. So you might want to open up and be sincere about it. Maybe she's eating too much. Maybe she got overweight with time. And that really pisses you off because you know her health is on top, is a priority. And you tell this to her. You know what's best for her. But do you know what's best for her? Does she know what's best for her? Talk this about her, with her. It pisses me off, this and that. I really feel in a certain way. I think we can do this another way. Let's talk about it. Because I tell you, those are the reason, or this is the reason why I acted like that recently, and now I'm more aware of it, and I'm happy we talk about it right now in this moment. So what is your take on this? So also say your part, say your piece, and also listen to her. Like you make a presentation into the conversation, and then you see her piece as well, and then you talk and you talk. And maybe you guys come to an agreement as well. It's like it's a bit harder if you're like, I don't like the way, I don't appreciate the way you dress when you go out alone, like you're with short skirts, and when you go out with your girlfriends. I don't mind when you go out with your girlfriends, or maybe you might. Maybe I don't like when you go out with your girlfriends because you're always gossiping and you're talking about boys and you're like having these house parties where it's like all those guys invited and you tell us it's our friends, boyfriends, and it's like nothing serious, nothing happens, but it's just like it's like a night out with friends. Or maybe you don't like the fact that she has a best friend as a guy, the guy best friend. Maybe you feel something that there's something, maybe that guy was the best friend with her before you two got together. Say your piece. It really pisses you off. Say your piece. Maybe at the end, you will decide that guy friend can be her friend, can still be her friend, and live like that. But if you feel uneasy again and you still act in a way towards her that is not appropriate, like angry and mad and always like being so not accepting her, then talk again and talk and try to find a middle ground. And she doesn't want to give it up, or she doesn't want to come to an agreement to maybe just meet with her guy best friend only when you are there, and you are together in a group of friends, more people outside. This is also a way. It's not like me or him. It can also be another way, invite him at our place, don't let her be alone with him if that's your problem. I don't want you to be alone with him. I don't care if he's gay or bisexual, or whatever he is. I don't really care. I don't give importance to the fact that you know him for 20 years and we're together for 1 year. Doesn't make no difference for me. And I'm not coming here into your life to rock your boat, change the things, and then leave. I'm here because I'm serious and I want you, and this is a thing that bothers me. So let's find a way to solve this problem, right? Because we want to solve it. Sometimes it might not work. Sometimes there's no middle ground. You tried your piece, you try to be calm, you try to talk it out, try to find something, and she's doing the same things behind your back. That means she might not respect you. She might not trust your decision. She might not trust your judgment. She might not like you at all. Well, in that case, last piece, just say it out loud. I don't think you respect me. You did this. You still did this behind my back. I don't think you respect me. I don't think you respect my decision. You don't agree with the way I think. And that doesn't sit right with me. So I'm here. Either I'm here and telling you seriously, either we solve this, or this does not rock with me at all. We should solve this together. And you, in some way, you have to build this respect back to me. Put yourself on the right track, because I'm that serious. We can't do it like that. We can't continue to be doing things behind our backs. Me being this angry towards you and you being so avoidant, hiding things from me. This is not the way a relationship goes. It can't continue like that, and we can't have a child, and we can't do things we want to do if we are not that serious with each other. And how do you say? Communicating, and tell the truth. So say this, say your piece and what you think. If eventually this does not work either and she still does it, well, it's your decision, it's your call, bro. I would just go. But I won't go until I try my best and do whatever I can to solve it. As I said in the previous video, if she's worth it, I'll work it. If she's worth the trouble, I'll go through the trouble. And if I can do it, eventually it's good. If I don't, then I tried. And I'll go out of this relationship with peace in my mind. Maybe hurt a bit, because she could not fight back. And knowing the fact that she might not love me enough to fight back, or she's too weak, that's fine. I did my piece. Peace out. Right? So I wrapped it up. I wrapped it up nicely. That's how we solve this problem, this pecking problem in the relationship. Fighting with each other for the most smallest reasons that make no sense. Those are the roots. Problems that we don't talk about. The things that makes us feel uneasy. And things that makes us in a way that we don't like. And we didn't talk with our partner about them because of fear, because of shame, because we didn't know that we should talk about them. So that's how we solve it, guys. I hope you liked it. I hope the microphone works fine, because I'm filming on my phone right now. I don't have my professional outdoors camera GoPro for the indoors filming. It works fine, but I just love it because it's a good camera. I think this will go well. Feeling this those videos are really helping. This way helped me. I mean, through years of experience and hearing other people's lives and experiences, I think it works as long as you're open to change, to develop for the better, not for the worse. Not because you want to keep someone out of fear, not to change because you want to be accepted, but to change because you want it. So, good luck, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace, baby.